Hello, folks. This is Charles Crocker, PPC candidate, Hamilton East, Stony Creek. I would like to talk to you about Justin Trudeau, the Liberals, and their spending spree. We see Justin Trudeau committing all this money to initiatives outside of Canada that will benefit non-Canadians, and Canadians will not benefit from this. We will be paying taxes, we will be putting more money into the government coffers, but yet we won't benefit from some of this money, majority of it. You're spending $9 billion to sub-Saharan Africa. And I say to myself, what about Canadians first? That is the platform that Justin Trudeau went on when he was elected as Prime Minister in the last election, that he would be there for Canadians. Well, at an alarming rate, a lot of money has left Canada that you and I, through our taxes in various forms, have been taken from our coffers that we will not even benefit from. What about our seniors? What about our veterans? What about the First Nations? What about the problems on the reserves? Could we have not used that $9 billion for Canadians first before we gave this money for initiatives in another country? He also gave away $1.4 billion for non-Canadian gender equality. If you're going to spend money on gender equality, how about doing that for Canadians first? Did Canadians benefit from this? No, non-Canadians in other countries did. Soon enough, Justin Trudeau, if he is allowed to carry on, will spend money until we don't have any more. As Canadians, we have to look at that and wonder, what is going on with this Liberal Party? 30 years ago, I assimilated into the Canadian community and the Canadian culture. I became a Canadian citizen, and I thank Canada for that. But for too long now, I've watched Canadians being taken for a ride. I've watched Canadians suffer. I've watched Canadians be subject to some of these governments. Some of them I've voted for, because I voted for the lesser of two evils. However, for this election, I am running as a People's Party of Canada candidate. And I would want to be a part of change in this country. Sensible government. I want to be a part of a government that doesn't have unnecessary taxes, like the carbon tax. But I want to build a new Canada for Canadians, and Canadians first. Yes, we can still help other countries when they are in need of assistance, when there's a natural disaster, for example. we will still be there for them. But all these unnecessary other initiatives, when our communities around this country are in need of assistance, they are being neglected. Our veterans who have paid the price for our freedom are not being looked after by this Liberal government. Justin Trudeau told them that they were asking for too much. Our seniors were probably told the same thing, that they were asking for too much. They've also too been neglected. Lots of seniors have worked for a long time, paid into all the pension plans, and yet they too are neglected. An example of the First Nations being neglected is the Attawapiskat water problem they are having there right now. Water is undrinkable because of this poison. People are getting sick from it. But yet what does our government talk about it? And talk about it. But nothing has ever been done. Now the Attawapiskat problem, and there are various problems there, many, have been going on for years and years and years. But yet the government still sits there and talks about it. Red tape after red tape. And that is not right. That is not putting Canadians first. I thought to myself, you know what, something has to be done. And when Maxime Bernier came along with his platform, I looked hard at it and I said, yes, we can build a new Canada on these platforms. And some of the building blocks of the PPC party are equality to all Canadians, individual freedoms, personal responsibility, fairness, and respect. The People's Party of Canada will formulate, policies around what is important for Canadians. Canadians first. There are many other problems around Canada right now. These are just some of them that I've highlighted. Each community in different parts of the country are experiencing different problems. But yet, the government is deciding to spend money elsewhere when it can be spent here. I think that's very hypocritical when you say, I am for the people, and I think about the people. But I think that's very hypocritical that you put Canadians second. Today I propose to you to look at all the platforms, read them over a few times, think about it, and let your conscience choose who you're going to vote for. Vote for somebody that's going to put Canadians first, that are going to keep our freedom of speech intact, especially the Charter of Rights. The Charter of Rights is so important, and they are being eroded from us at an alarming rate. People, I say to you tonight, vote with your conscience, not because somebody's a celebrity or somebody has a pretty face, but vote for the platform rather than the person. The person is just a representative of that platform. A collective bunch of people have drawn these platforms up. So I say to you tonight, think about Canada first. This is why I have chosen to run as an MP in the next election. And I have chosen to run as a candidate for the People's Party of Canada. The People's Party of Canada are going to put Canadians first, with respect, with fairness, and allow you to have personal responsibility without the government in your back pocket or in your mouth telling you what to say and what you can't do. But as Canadians, we need to have respect for one another, starting at the top. Let us build Canada on respect. When we build on respect and equality to all Canadians, for individual freedom, fairness, then we build a strong Canada. Now, on those building blocks, like I said, we will formulate policies around what is more important to Canadians, not what is important to the rest of the world. First, we build a strong nation. First, we build a strong nation on respect. Then, when that is achieved, we will be able to help around the world, like Canadians have done for many, many years, is help people. But we have to help Canadians first. We need to be strong. We need to be united in order to help the rest of the world. When we as a country are divided, we will never, never be able to help the rest of the world. Now, in the past, Canadians have been generous. They have looked after those in need around the world. But we need to have a strong economy. We need to have a strong government. We need to have a people that are united. And until then, we are no use to anybody. Tonight, I say to you, look at the platforms. Vote on what you have read and what your conscience is telling you. Vote for your freedoms. Vote for Canadians first. Because the government that we have now is not thinking about Canadians first. When we have 4 prisoners sitting in a Chinese jail somewhere, why aren't those people home yet? But yet we talk to China about trade, and what trade? Ice cream? No. We should be talking to them to tell them, release our citizens. But yet, no, we talk about frivolous ice cream. Justin Trudeau has neglected our citizens in China. Like I said, vote for a government, vote for a party that is going to bring back Canadians first. Bring our Canadians back from China. Bring respect to one another in this country and build a better Canada. I thank you for your patience tonight and hope to be speaking to you very shortly. Thank you so much and good night.